Good morning, it's June from the maverickstar Observatory. Guys, today's video we're going to talk about the jet streams on our planet, but before we do, I just want to say a big thank you to the few people that stand shoulder by shoulder next to me in this conquest, and endeavour trying to, reveal the truth to people about what's going on with our world, because I think even more so now the mainstream organisations, media are distracted with the pandemic and the effects of that pandemic. Nevertheless, we are looking at a world which is completely different to the way it used to look 30 years ago. We used to have a nice subtropical jet stream around 30 degrees, and the polar jet stream would start around about 60 degrees. And what you're seeing in front of your eyes is a complete breakdown of the weather system, or the standard weather system on our planet. And this is proof. This is everything you need to know. The likely cause of it, as you know, is mainly theory. What we're suggesting is that due to the grand solar minimum and the shrinkage of the heliosphere that protects our solar system from cosmic rays, and a weakened magnetosphere as our Earth, for the first time possibly in 780,000 years, goes through a magnetic reversal, is creating a situation where cloud seeding is taking place. As a result, the jet streams, like you're looking at right now, dislocate, they mingle with each other, the polar and subtropical, and it's getting very hard to differentiate the two from each other. And this is the new normality on our planet. This is what we are now slowly trying to catch up with and deal with. And there just isn't enough time. The realisation isn't fundamentally spread throughout the world, and the knowledge is not there for everybody. I mean, probably 3%, if less than that, of the world's population, 7 billion people, are completely unaware that this Earth is going through major changes. I am always astonished when I talk to somebody that doesn't know about the topic and they don't know about it, and then it's like, is that real? And when they realise it's real, it's like, oh my god, the implications of that could be very catastrophic. Just look at Mars. Just look at the way Mars looks today. That's our worst case scenario. There's nothing we can do about it, and you're right. If that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. But there are some other outcomes that we can hope for. We can hope for a magnetic reversal. We can hope for an excursion. Excursions have happened within the last 12,000 years. That's where the magnetic pole seems to migrate in a reversal pattern, but doesn't. Goes back to where it originally was. And we know this has happened. We've got the evidence. Science has proven it. Through studying the Middle Atlantic ridge and the magnetism, or the polarity of the magnetism embedded in those lava flows that have solidified and dried or rested. We know that this Earth regularly, up until the last time, went through a reversal every 350,000 years. It's now 500,000 years overdue, 500,000 years overdue. And the problem is that we have now more people on the planet than ever before that are trying to learn to adapt to these new weather systems that is very difficult to plan by. You can't put your crops in the ground and hope that it will be like it was before, or your grandfather used to do. It's a different territory. Just look at the jet streams over the southern hemisphere right now. You tell me where the polar jet stream starts and where the subtropical starts, or where they both end. It's indistinguishable. We've got, peaks and troughs that span into the tropical zones and into also the polar zones, and that is why cropping and seasons are not like what there was before, predictable. This is our world today. I tried to do a video yesterday, but the microphone had packed up on me. I presume that it's okay now. I will check it at the end of this video, but this is what we're up against there at this observatory. It's petty. It's like, on one hand, the governments can afford to spend billions on developing a fighter jet, and on the other hand, here at the observatory, we're struggling to even get a microphone to work. It's incredible. I'm very resourceful. I really am, and you guys know that. I program the equipment, I've built the equipment, we've got it out there in the field, and we're expanding it, but it is very, very difficult. Every day is like a marathon. You have to run it. So the message was really in yesterday's video is that, look guys, everything is changing around us, and we could do with being informed one step ahead of everyone else. We really could, and that's what we're trying to do here at the observatory. That's why we've got the equipment out there in America, Australia, Hong Kong, soon to be Canada and Brazil. And with having that equipment out there, we can communicate the information back to you guys. We're not NASA, we're not the European Space Agency. We are this tiny dot of light in a lot of darkness, the maverickstar Observatory, and we're trying to deliver the information back to you guys at the end of the day. That's all we're trying to do. Keep you informed, and give you a reality check. You need to understand this world is changing right before your eyes, and I don't know, because the things that you're occupied with right now, your mortgages, your jobs, trying to keep your family safe, fed, warm, protected. I just wanted to say one thing, that is that we are going to do our best to be here shoulder by shoulder with you right through this event, and we're going to do something pretty unique, and we will come to our own in the end. We will be recognised for what we've done. Every 3 seconds we've monitored and recorded data on the magnetic North Pole migration during this magnetic reversal. We've done that, and we've been criticised for going over the top with a resolution at every 3 seconds, but it will be documented this time round by this little observatory, and it has been done so for 2 years now. I just hope that there's people out there that continue to want to support what we do here. It's a little effort really on a big scale. So, there's nothing else to say other than, guys, there's a link down there if you want to support what we do at the observatory. And you have an amazing day. But don't take it for granted, because things shortly are going to change. Okay, I'll say what I usually do. Bye for now.